This is your brother Radah. Before I get this lesson started, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakodash, and a double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone of whom I learned from, and a shalom to the hopeful elect, taking this truth to the four corners of the earth, bidding the elect of Yasharallah to the marriage supper of the Lamb. This gentleman on the screen, I believe his name is Dana. He appears to be an Edomite. And I've even heard Elder Malcolm from the Chicago camp, a really, really seasoned elder in GMS. He's the head apostle or the head man of the Chicago camp, and that's a really strong camp. I believe he has said about this gentleman that he believes that this guy is what is called a speckled bird. He looks like a so-called Edomite or a white man, but his spirit is so in tune with the doctrine of the Israelites that more than likely he's probably an Israelite. Now, I don't think he's fully seasoned in understanding who the Northern Kingdom is, which is kind of sad, but he gets the idea of the transfer of power. Ezekiel, 2nd Ezra 6:9, and the other precept I'm going to pull because he mentions it he mentions the functionality of that prophecy in this little statement he makes. I'm going to let him speak, and then we're going to pull some precepts. It's going to be a short lesson, but check this out, man.
Hey there, my family. This is your brother Dana, and I'm coming to you from the city of Atlanta. You know, the decision today from the Supreme Court was not a shock to me, because we know that every system in this nation, including the Justice and the Supreme Court, was made to sustain, maintain, and above all else, protect white supremacy, white power, white privilege. But see, this is what my white family don't understand, and what they don't understand is the time of us Gentiles is up. The time of the Gentiles is up, white family.
And the time of the Gentiles, as explained in the abomination of Western Renaissance Christianity, as told to the world by the Edomite system, which is the Roman Catholic Church, which then produced the Christian Church, which then produced all the different factions of the Christianity, which is your Baptist, your Pentecostal, your Southern Baptist, your Mormonism, your Jehovah's Witnesses, what else? Your Nazarenes, and then all your non-denominational Christian churches. All of that doctrine is the same doctrine. It's a universal doctrine. It's an Edomite supremacy doctrine by making the Most High look like a so-called white man, his son look like a so-called white man, all the angels and the Israelites looking like so-called white men, and then changing the names from Yahweh to Jehovah and from Yahweh Shai to Jesus, when we have evidence and proof of Paleo-Hebrew being in the earth on all the artifacts. They've excavated this stuff up. They've even put it in their fucking movies. They know true, correct Paleo-Hebrew is different from modern day Hebrew, which is actually called Yiddish and is a mixture of Germanian languages, Edomite languages. They know the real from the fake. And when I say they, I'm talking about the elite the mountaintop of the Edomite supremacy, Amalek, and the upper echelons of Edom. They know the truth. They know what they've lied about. So they teach that the time of the Gentiles is the Most High using his son to win into salvation the time of the Gentiles, while he blocks or keeps asleep the 12 tribes of Israel as punishment. And that's not what prophecy teaches. That's not at all what prophecy teaches. There is no salvation for any other nation. There's only salvation for the Israelites. So just to clarify that, I'm going to let him continue speaking.
It doesn't matter about your military power.
And the time of the Gentiles means their time of rulership is up. It's got nothing to do with them having salvation. If you go into the book of Daniel, chapter 2, and I think it's Daniel 7 or 9. It talks about the four beasts. It also mentions the four beasts that would rule in 2nd Ezra chapter 11. Those were Gentiles. Those were heathen nations, and they were allowed to rule from the left-hand side, while we, the Hebrew Israelites, were slaves and being punished by them. So the Most High was killing two birds with one rock. He was chastising us for our past adulteries, right? While he was allowing the other nations to rule, proving two things. He loves us. He's our father. We're his sons, and he's beating us. He's chastising us with many stripes for committing adultery, which is wrong. But he's also proving to the nations that the heathen cannot rule the earth because they don't know how to rule the earth, because they don't have the law. He never gave them the law during their time of rulership. He never spoke to them from the right-hand side. This whole time that Esau has been in power, the Most High has never spoken to him from the right-hand side. He has spoken to him from the left-hand side, which means what? Everything that they get their power from, their knowledge, their wisdom, it comes from the actual prince demon Satan, as the Most High sanctions it through Yahushai. But he hasn't spoken to them on the right-hand side. So they cannot rule in righteousness. Only the Hebrew Israelites can rule from the right-hand side, which is the right way. But he's a God, he's a power of balance, and so we had to be punished and be chastised first, and then the blood of Yahushai is redeeming us permanently from that position. We will go through the straight gate, which is Jacob's trouble. We will overcome the mark of the beast by the blood of Yahushai, by the word of our testimony, this new song, and we will not love our lives to the point of death. We will not be afraid to die, and we will accomplish in his mercy and grace as he keeps us from that hour of piercing, and we will obtain the new covenant, which is what? The glorified bodies with the laws, statutes, and commandments written into the DNA structure, written into the spirit of our minds, where we will never sin again, thus obtaining and accomplishing eternal life. And that's only going to happen for us. So I just wanted to explain what the time of the Gentiles actually is. I'll let him continue.
It doesn't matter about your president in the office. It doesn't matter even about the Supreme Court's decision to protect your white supremacy. Because the Bible says that the time of the Gentiles will come to a fulfillment. And you are the generation to see and witness the fulfillment. Luke 21:24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword. Those are our black brothers and sisters. And will be led away captive into all nations. That was our black brothers and sisters, ancestors that were taken into all nations by the Atlantic slave trade. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down by the Gentiles, who are our current white Ashkenazi Jewish people. And look up what ish on the end of the word means in the English language. And these Jewish Gentiles will trodden down Jerusalem until the time of the Gentiles is fulfilled. To you, my Gentile family members.
And what you see on the screen is a prophecy that also backs that precept up. 2nd Ezra 6:9. For Esau is the end of the world. That's the end of the Gentile rulership on earth. And Jacob, the 12 tribes of Israel under Yahushai, and the 144,000 chosen elect men of Israel, is the beginning of it that followeth. This precept also backs that up. And this is Lamentations 4:21. All these prophecies, these are all future prophecies. Rejoice, and be glad, O daughter of Edom. That's talking about the rulership, the offspring of Esau, that dwelleth in the land of Uz. The cup, what's the cup? That's slavery, that's destruction. It's everything that we've drank, everything that we've been going through, the curses. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and shall make thyself naked. What does the next precept say? Look at this, verse 22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. See, right here we know it says in Ecclesiasticus that judgment takes place under the sun. Let me get that really quick, because there is no burning in hell forever. That's a lie. And I saw that the place of judgment, the place of judgment was under the sun. Was under. Let me see if that should pull it up. It's Ecclesiastes. Yes, boom. Okay, so look. So this is King Solomon. We know that this is Yahweh and the reincarnation, because there is no burning in hell forever. You come back to the earth to get your judgment every 3 and 4 generations. Ecclesiastes 3:16. And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment. So what does that mean? That's talking about the earth. You get your judgment on earth. Where you transgress at is also where you get judged at. You don't go off planet somewhere invisibly and burn for eternity for 60 years of sin. That's an unfair balance. That's an abomination. The Most High is not going to sentence you to 50 trillion years just in the beginning of your stages of eternity because of what you did for 60 years. No, he's going to get your ass here on the earth. And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that wickedness was there, and at the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. So we're going to go back to Lamentations 21, 22. So look, so verse 22 says, and the punishment, Lamentations 4:22, and the punishment. So we've been being punished. It's been a punishment for so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans to be in America, to be on this earth while Esau is in power. Nothing goes right for us, you guys. And this is what Esau, of course, and his abominations in Christianity, they don't teach this. They teach this, oh, you're gonna live a shitty life on earth, but you're gonna give your life to Edomite white Jesus, and then somewhere in the sky, away from earth, then you'll be equal to white people in heaven. Get the fuck out of here, man. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion, meaning on the earth. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. There's no mention of the lake of fire. There's no mention of burning in hell forever. Captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. Let's get the blue letter. Let's get the blue letter on Lamentations. I'm going to get the blue letter just for you knuckleheads out there. Lamentations 4:21 and 22. Let's get the interlinear. We're going to go. He will no more carry the way into captivity. Let me see. Okay, captivity. Galah.
Strong's H, 1540. Galah. Galah.
To uncover, to remove, to uncover, to remove, to depart, to go into exile, to uncover oneself, to discover or show oneself. So so this is a form of judgment. This, you can see nakedness, right? And we know that nakedness is an exposure of transgression, which means there's no redemption. There's no covering of the sin. So that means you have to be judged, to be uncovered, to be disclosed, be discovered, to be revealed, to uncover nakedness, to discover thy lay bare, to make known, show, reveal, to carry away into exile, take one. Why? Because of your transgressions. This is how the Most High judges. There's no mention of going to hell and burning forever, but being exposed by your nakedness, and because there's no covering for your nakedness, what's the punishment? To be exiled, to be taken over by another nation, and to be completely controlled by them. That is not fun, you guys. And that's what's going to happen to these motherfuckers, man. The same shit that happened to us. It's not fun. It's not life. It's not peace. It's not rest for us to be in America. It's not for us to be on any place on the planet when this race of people, the Edomites, are in fucking power. Because they come and find you. And you guys know, and it's been going like this forever. Why? Because we've been in punishment under the sun. And now it's time for them to start being punished. Where? Under the sun. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thy sins, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. And that's what's happening.
The time of our reign has been fulfilled. It is now time for Jacob to rise to the head. Our black brothers and sisters that we have held captive underneath white supremacy for more than 400 years, they are the real Hebrews of the Bible. And what took place in Egypt to the powerful Pharaoh.
Okay, what he's going into is right here, Jeremiah 16:14. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, that it shall no more be said that Yahweh liveth, who brought up the children out of the land, out of the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. That's what he's talking about right here.
His kingdom will be exactly what takes place into this mystery Babylon, the United States of America. Underneath white supremacy for more than 400 years, they are the real Hebrews of the Bible. And what took place in Egypt to the powerful Pharaoh and his kingdom will be exactly what takes place into this mystery Babylon, the United States of America. As God,
What you just saw him say was this prophecy, Jeremiah 16,
or the Most High God,
Jeremiah 16:14 and 15. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth. This is what made us popular in the first place. This is what made our power, Yahweh, so popular among the heathen in the first place, was what he did to Pharaoh in Egypt through Moses and the staff. Because Egypt was the most popular, most powerful, most rich nation militarily on the earth at that time. So here we come with the staff and Moses and the voice of the Most High and the chariots, and we completely decimate this nation with no weapons. And the whole planet heard about it. So look, this is what's going to happen. That it shall no more be said, Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children out of Israel out of the land of Egypt. Look at this. But that Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, talking about North America. Now, yes, the other nations in the four corners are involved in this, but the head, the most popular nation on the planet right now is America. And this is where we are physically located. So this is talking about America. And from all the lands, and has anything like this, comparing what the Most High did with his people to Egypt, has it ever happened since then to any other nation? No. So this is talking about America. And from all the lands, and they go to the four corners of the earth, and from all the lands, whether he had driven them. This has never happened either. And I will bring them again into their land, and I gave unto the fathers. And how is he going to physically do this? He's not going to use the airplanes of Esau. Western American Airlines, Western Airlines, Spirit is not going to fly us, because those angels, those technologies, those crafts belong to the enemy. The Most High has his own aircrafts, and you guys know what they are, right? They're the chariots. Here, I'm just going to pull up one real quick. Let me see. Hold on. Let me just pull a UFO images, not the fake shit. Let me see. This is a real one caught on as an airplane is but this is how we're going to get beamed up, you guys. We're going to go up into the chambers of the clouds. The precepts even say it. We're going to go up into the chambers of the clouds. Come up hither, and I'll be done. I'm going to let him speak. Come up hither. Revelations, it should be in Revelation. Yes. And this is talking about us getting beaten up. Revelations 11:12. And they heard a great voice from heavens saying, come unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud. And we know that cloud is biblical wording, spiritual wording for chariot, for UFO. And their enemies beheld him. And they will see this, okay? They will watch this take place.
Comes to set his precious chosen children, our black brothers and sisters, the real
and Native Americans and Latinos and people who look like him, actual people, Israelites who look like so-called white people, because we were scattered to the four corners of the earth. You guys have to hear this, how seed line works. When a so-called melanated Israelite man sleeps with another woman from another nation, those children come out slightly different looking, but they are the seed line of that man, which makes them Israelites. And when those children, the men, have marriages with women of the other nations, and they have children, those children come out looking different, right? So that by the time you get to the third or fourth generation, those children no longer look like the great-great-grandfather, but they are still Israelites. I believe, Elder Malcolm believes, we believe that this man is an Israelite. He hasn't come into the full understanding yet, but we believe by his spirit. Listen to how he's talking. Edomites, actual Edomites, don't speak like this. They don't have this kind of compassion or understanding. Or if they understand, if they're made to understand the truth, they freak out about it and they fight it. This dude's fully on board with it. So it's really looking like he is an actual Israelite. So I just wanted to throw that out there. There are going to be some Israelites who quote unquote look like white people, but they're Israelites. They're not Edomites.
Hebrews of the Bible free. And so there is no Supreme Court ruling. There is no president, no army, no intelligence that you can have to hold back the Most High Yah God coming to get his children.
And his name is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahweh Shai, and together you say Yahweh Bahashem. The word Bahashem means in the name of Yahweh Shai. So he's just lacking understanding. He needs to listen to GMS, actually, but, oh well.
Remember, Pharaoh thought he was all that in a bag of chips, too.
So, pretty much that's it. I just wanted to play this really quick. So, I pray this was edifying. This was very edifying. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash, and I want to give double honors to the elders and the apostles who teach me this truth where I get my understanding from. And a shalom to the other brothers, the elect brothers, the hopeful elect, taking this truth to the four corners of the earth, bidding the elect Israelites to the marriage supper of the Lamb, Yahweh Shai. This is your brother Radah. Shalom.